Greetings. I would like to welcome all my children and students to this video sessions. In this video, we are focusing a second unit, engineering ethics. So already the first unit we posted, second unit I am posting, and shortly today itself I will post for third unit also, video for third unit also. Definitely it will help you. So with the confident you can watch the videos and practice very well so that you can give university examinations very nicely. Okay. So in this unit, we will focus engineering ethics, where we would like to focus. These are the keywords. So after discussing a keywords, we will discuss MC questions also. So the first we will focus micro ethics and macro ethics, and going on all the keywords we will discuss. First we would like to focus what is micro ethics. So as far as the micro ethics are concerned, it arises primarily for subordinates in an organization. And not only that, it concerns what should be done when the demands of conscious conflict with the perceived occupational requirements are raised. So the one word is very important one. So we should do certain things, okay, during this execution, yeah, demands of conscious conflict. So you know very well what is conscience, okay, conflict, okay. So here what I am highlighting is that something you are going to do, you are doing, which is right or wrong, okay, but according to your consciousness it is right only, but the same time a small conflict will arise. So that is called micro ethics. So I would like to give you some more example so that you can understand. So one treatment wanted to do, okay. So due to some health problem, patient approach one medical practitioner. That medical practice that is called a doctor, so giving a one suggestion, a opinion on the treatment. For example, surgery has to be done. That is one of the opinions of the practitioner. So as a doctor advised to do what is called taking for a surgery, the patient is approaching another medical practitioner for getting an opinion. So that medical practice suggesting that surgery is not required, but take what is called a tablet or a drugs for that is 6 months. Then after that we can test again. Then if it is needed, we can go for surgery. So that is a treatment is a complicated. Imagine that the issue is related to cancer or some other complicated issue. At that time, two different medical practitioners opinions and all conflict each other. Okay, so what type of decisions we can do? So that's a important one. Okay, first medical practitioner's opinion we can consider, or second medical practitioner's opinion. So as both what is called inputs and all conflict each other, okay, so we wanted to take a wise decision because we wanted to execute the task to be wise execution. So this situation is called as microethics. So microethics refers, okay, two different the opinions and all conflict. At the same time, we wanted to execute any one of the opinions. So that is called microethics. And the next one is called as macroethics. So the macroethics, okay, it is not like a small issues. It is for superiors, okay, and the superior wanted to set a policy for the organization. Especially this macroethics focusing large scale ethics. Okay, large scale ethics. I am referring here relation to ethical principles. This also some conflict will come. Okay, so here what type of ethics is, for example, consider we can take a same type of treatment. Okay, the treatment for the diseases, doctor advised wanted to modify the stem cell so that the disease can be corrected. So modification of stem cell is not a ethics, but at the same time that modification of stem cell is needed to correct the disease. Then this type of ethics or ethical values coming under macroethics. I hope, okay, my children understand the microethics as well as macroethics. So within a 1 minute, we cannot demonstrate the concept. It's a high funda, but please understand the microethics means, okay, it is not a large scale issue. It is a small issue. Whereas in the macroethics, from the name you can understand that it is the macro issue that is called large scale issue. Okay, so with this understanding you can give examinations. Okay, next one is called types of inquiries. So that is a type of inquiries we can classify as the 4 type. Okay, the one type of inquiry, it is called confirmation inquiry. Confirmation inquiry refers verifying concepts by following the procedure. Simply we are verifying. Okay, for example, valuation is the confirmation inquiry. And the second one is called as the structured inquiry. This is the following a procedure to find the answer. That is called executing model and expecting output. Okay, 4 plus 2 equal to 6. We are executing answer 6. That is called structured inquiry. And third one is called as guided inquiry. So guided inquiry means the teacher provides a question, students design an experiment and will get the result. Understand? The designing part to the student, but the teacher will guide. That is called guided inquiry. And the last one is called open inquiry. The student themselves ask the question and then find the answer. So the why we are focusing about these models, okay, various types of inquiries available. So actually ethics, sometimes as far as one person is concerned, according to his value, okay, is a one opinion, and according to other persons it may be a different opinion. The best example we can take what is called a law. Okay, one person is a guilty, okay, according to particular law, not guilty according to another law. So I am not talking about law because I am not expertise, but for understanding purpose, one incident happened. That incident, okay, we can defend with the one law and we can what is called offend with another law. So that type of situation, okay, may come. So always one situation we are going to recommend at the compromise of another situation. For this purpose, we follow inquiries. So inquiry is very important. Confirmation inquiry, structured inquiry, guided inquiry, open inquiry. So MC questions, what are the types we can expect? And the next one is called as the moral dilemma. So that moral dilemma is a very, very important one. Reason because, so we wanted to take a decision. Okay, that's a very important one. So at that time, so how to take a decisions? Okay, so the dilemma, you know very well, a conflict situation, conflict of morals, where you are forced to choose, okay, between two or more options. Okay, that is a one option, a two option, three options are there. Any option we can take. If you are taking, that will conflict any one of the party. So at that time, we wanted to take a wise decision. Okay, so that is very important. That is called the moral dilemma. Just for understanding purpose, I would like to give you one example. Richest people and another group of people, a few people, even very poorest level, wanted to feed. At least food is required. So shall we take money from rich people and can we give to the poorest people? Rich people in terms of crores, shall we take that is 1,000 rupees from that guy and can we give to that is a poorest guy just for taking a food? Okay, so taking money is a stealing is not a good one, and giving to poor guy it's a good one. So this situation, which policy shall we adopt? Okay, so that is a moral dilemma. Okay, so the moral dilemma, different steps of confronting moral dilemmas are there. So we will discuss one by one. So we will use a logic instead of emotion. That's a very important one. Okay. So when going to conflict going to rise means, then we should not what is called focus emotion, and we should focus logic based. Handling a situation without being too biased to one way or another to particular group. Understand? So we wanted to handle the situation, we wanted to handle a decision, okay, without bias to particular group. At the same time, any one of the group, okay, will suffer, no doubt about that. Because, okay, so when taking a decision, no, any one of the group, okay, will comfortable, another group will suffer, depends upon the situation. But we should apply only logic after thorough inquiry without considering emotions and all. Okay, so that's a very important one, that is the confronting moral dilemma. Okay, so which decision creates the least amount of pain or least amount of injuries to the parties, then we can choose that decision. That is called confronting moral dilemma. So the first one is how to do this one. The first 4 levels and all there. The first level is clarity. That means understand the situation very clearly. Then after that, okay, know your values. Okay, be sure about that our own values. For example, already he is a good guy, very disciplined guy, moral value, honest person, trustworthy person. This time he committed a mistake, then shall we consider, shall we ignore that one? So like that type of, okay, decision we wanted to take, that is called value. Third one is embody. So embody means, isn't it? So based on his previous experiences, okay, we can accept all the positive natures and the small negative might be ignored. So might be ignored. That is a very important one. So that's the reason why the third level. So the clarity, understanding a concept and knowing the values, and the third one is embody the values, and finally, okay, share. Okay, share means, okay, we can consult with the genius people and we can take a decision under difficult situation. So this is a confronting moral dilemma. So one point is very important in the MCQ questions. As far as confronting moral dilemma, we wanted to focus logic instead of emotion. This word is very important. We wanted to focus only logic analysis, logic based decision instead of focusing emotion. Okay. The next point, the point out the problem of conflicting reasons. Okay. So certain reasons and all there. Okay. We will discuss one by one. So that is what are the different conflicting reasons. One is called vagueness. Okay, so that is vagueness means, okay, so what is that? Sometimes, okay, we cannot take a decision based on the situation. So at that time we wanted to ensure that whether honest person, trusted person will tell lie or not. It is a critical situation, that is called vagueness. So already the guy is a very good guy, trustworthiness there, honesty there, but now, okay, due to some reason, somebody finding fault on him. So doubt lies, okay, in this situation, what type of decision shall we take? So unwritten rules we can consider. So what is unwritten rules? Like being a royal guy, having a respect, maintaining confidentiality, like this highest values we have at the time, what decision we can take. Okay, that means before punishing him, should not give pain to him, should not give punishment to him. So that situation is called vagueness. And the second situation is, okay, the conflicting reason is, the conflicting reasons here, okay, fixing the priorities depends upon the knowledge and the moral values. Okay, so what is the priorities? Okay, so I have collected some information and applying my moral values, and taking a particular choice. The reason why the particular choice is being made, okay, makes sense. That is very important. That is called conflicting reason. So I am going to take this decision with this what is called the inquiry data. So I wanted to justify why I have taken this reason. That is called conflicting reason. So that's a very important one. Next one is called disagreement. 100% it will happen. So there are two or more solutions and none among them is a mandatory. So we can take any one of the solutions. The final solutions needed to select, that should be a suitable solution. Okay, that's a very important one. So for example, I have that is a 5 solutions, or I have that is a 2 solutions. Okay, both the solutions are all correct, but which solution shall I finalize to solve this issue? If I am taking a first solution, second party is going to disagreement status, or taking a second solution, first group may not agree. But however, I wanted to finalize the issue, that is called disagreement. So the three conflicting reasons are there under ethical what is called view. One is called vagueness, second one is conflicting reason, third one is called disagreement. So under this situation, you wanted to take a wise decision without compromising a quality, without violating a moral values. Okay, a one solution wanted to finalize. And next, different stories we can tell to understand the problem. But as we are not having a sufficient time, okay, I am not focusing everything. Next one is called is, okay, Gilligan's theory. So the Gilligan's theory, okay, different three what is called levels. One is called pre-conventional level theory. According to Gilligan, male have the tendency to override the importance of moral rules. Override means, okay, you know very well, okay, that is a tendency to try hard to preserve personal relationships with all the people. You know very well. So that is, it is his suggestion. So now we are not going to argue whether it is correct or not, because we understand the concept. Based on that, we are going to write the examination. So as far as that is Gilligan's theory is concerned, three level. One is called pre-conventional level, second one is conventional level, third one is post-conventional level. They may ask in the MCQ questions. Pre-conventional, what is that? Conventional, what is that? Post-conventional. Okay, so the pre-conventional level means no choice, only one, okay, choice is there, that the choice he wanted. Okay, that is called pre-conventional level. That means I wanted a reservation ticket, only one ticket is available, myself and my friend is trying, I wanted. So that is called pre-conventional level. Okay, so though the person's attitude is selfish, this is the transition phase, because for his survival, to ensure his survival, he, okay, he wanted to care himself. That is called a pre-conventional level. Okay, and the second one is called conventional level. That is also like pre-conventional level, but a choice can be given to both the person. For example, myself and my friend, I can take the seat or he can take the seat, but only one person can enjoy. But after thorough discussions, after 100% compromise, each other can decide whether I am going to take a seat or he is going to take a seat. That is called conventional level. So in this stage, the person feels responsible and shows care towards other people. The word is very important. So conventional level shows care towards other people. Pre-conventional level, no, only, okay, his cares. He wanted to survive. Okay, but the pre-conventional and the conventional, the status is one. Any one of the person going to compromise. But the second one is after discussions. Okay, so this is the status. Okay, and the third one is called post-conventional level. So this is a great level. It is comparing to the female attitude also. in this stage where the principle of care for self as well as others. Understand? Both the persons, okay, wanted to achieve. That means with the priorities. This time, okay, you enjoy the facility, but next time I wanted the facility. Understand? So both the persons will get the assurance that this situation will come and we will enjoy. Understand? So this is called post-convention level. So post-convention level, okay, if today I am taking this seat, next time the same situation arises, I should not focus the same seat. Okay, I wanted to give the chance to my friend. Okay, that is called post-convention level. It is what is called the attainment by women character. It is what is called that is Gilligan's theory. It is focusing like this. I am not focusing that is a male character or female character. For understanding purpose, I demonstrated. So pre-convention level, convention level, post-convention level, definitely we can expect a few what is called MCQ questions. And the next one is called implications of consensus and controversy. So what is this? What is the implications? Literal meaning of consensus means agreement. So consensus is agreement. The controversy means disagreement. Okay. So the consensus means the process that builds a trust and creates ownership and the commitment. Understand? So builds a trust and creates ownership and commitment. So this is a very good for better quality outcome. For example, I serve in the institution. I wanted to consider as a ownership so that I can contribute in the great manner. So I will put my tremendous effort. Because of this performance, my institute will perform in better manner. That is called consensus. Controversy means, okay, that is a disagreement. We are not focusing that now. Okay. Next one is that is a models of professional roles. So what is a models of professional roles? Okay. It's a different what is called models we can perform. We can serve as what is called a guardian. We can serve as a social servant. We can serve as what is called a social enabler or catalyst or game player. Like this, in the different capacity, okay, we can play. But the purpose is that, okay, because of these professional roles, the society needed to be benefited. Okay, so either you may be a servant or you may be a god or a social servant or the catalyst or advisor, counselor, teacher, like IAS people, one service, IPS people, one service, military, one service, different services. These are the examples of professional roles. But the purpose is, okay, the society should be served in the safe manner. Okay, no one should hurt the society. We wanted to focus that one. So that is the implications of consensus and controversy. Sorry, professional roles. Okay, next one is theories about right action. Okay, so what is right action? Okay, this is a very important one. So as far as what is called this right action is concerned, a particular action is right if it is likely to produce the higher level of good for the most people. Understand me? So right action means, so I wanted to purchase a particular car. If I purchase, I am so happy. So purchase is the right action to make me happy. Understand me? If I am not purchase, unhappy. So this is a theory about right action. So right action is a serious issue over here. It is under counseling, under discussion is needed, but not focusing. So theory about right action means, okay, if wanted that one, that means I wanted a particular situation. If I got the situation, okay, good enough, so I will be happy. Otherwise, I am not happy. So the idea is happiness as a pleasure and absence of happiness is the pain. Okay, so that is the idea. So not focusing this one. Please understand the right action. So right action means happiness as a pleasure. And no, the absence of happiness is the pain. Okay, so this is not under that is ethics. We wanted to discuss much, but for understanding purpose, I would like to stop in this level. Next one is significance of self-interest. What is the self-interest? Self-interest focuses on actions or activities that are advantageous to an individual. Am I correct? So that is a self-respect. Okay, that self-respect and self-interest are very, very important, so that I will perform like anything, so that I will be benefited. At the same time, I can achieve my desire. At the same time, my institute will will be benefited. My industry will be benefited. So for this purpose, self-interest is required. In other way, okay, that manager are forced to take like this, okay, so that the manager will take as a self-interest and he will proceed. Okay, so that is significance of self-interest. So significance of self-interest, simply we wanted to focus, okay, whether you have pressure to do or with your own interest you are do, you wanted to do as self-interest, so that you will be performed very well. So here self-interest means whether because of parents you are studying or because of your own interest you are studying, but you wanted to study so that you can very good performance you can show in your university examination. Next one is called ethical egoism. Okay, it is a toughest what is called idea. Okay, we wanted to demonstrate what is ethical egoism. Is the view. Okay, people ought to pursue their own self-interest. Is the next level of self-interest. So this is also called as normative. So normative or prescriptive theory. What is a normative? Is as far as a normative theory is concerned, forcing people to obey rule. For example, okay, so 4 to 9 o'clock you wanted to work for this year, okay, for getting benefit or getting a promotion or getting an increment. Will you work or not? So I would like to give you 50% extra package. Now you are drawing 1 lakh. So next year I will give you that is 50% increment, 1.5 lakhs. But till 9 o'clock, okay, you wanted to work throughout this year. Like this, normative pressure, okay, or normative theory or prescriptive theory, the idea is forcing people to obey rule. In other words, because of force, okay, you acting as a self-interested guy. That is called a normative rule. This is a very, very important concept. This is called ethical egoism. Because of pressure, you are doing a task and you are acting as a self-interest. But wanted to perform like this for your better, bright future, that will help your institute to perform in better manner. Okay. Next one is significance of customs. So what is the significance of customs? It is a cultural idea. Okay, the custom is an important means, you know very well. It's a controlling social behavior. There are certain policies. For example, if you are coming to college, this is on dress code. That is the custom. Okay, so you should not wear some other dress and all. So standard policy, dress code and all there, how to behave with the parents, how to behave with the elders, certain what is called customs, that is the significance of customs. So the importance of custom in society cannot be minimized. Especially child wanted to focus so that with the proper customs they will grown up. Okay, next one is the significance of religion. That also like this. Okay, religion helps in creating an ethical framework. How to behave. Okay, how to live. Okay, how to approach seniors. Okay, elders. So that is the idea. So religions will help you. Frankly speaking, it is the agency of socialism. You know very well what is a socialism. It is the process in which people, especially children, learn to behave in a way that is accepted by society. That means standard procedures, standard guidelines. Children wanted to learn and behave so that okay, the society will be accepted. That is called socialism. That is called the significance of religions. That is the idea behind significance of customs also. Like this, we can discuss different keywords. With this level, I would like to stop. So these are the very important keywords. Okay. So from these keywords, okay, please understand all the keywords which I used and the definitions for these keywords. Okay. Based on this, so we will focus MCQ questions. Okay. Now we will focus MCQ questions. So MCQ questions focusing second unit, we discussed all the keywords. So one by one we will discuss. First question, which of the following is the opposite of normative ethics? I told you normative ethics, okay, you can understand. So the opposite of normative ethics is meta ethics. Please understand. Okay. So that is meta ethics is the opposite of normative ethics. What is normative ethics? Okay. By force you wanted to do the task. Meta ethics implicit. Okay. So this is the first question and this is the answer. And the second question. Okay. Which among the following issues falls under the category of microethics? I told you what are the microethics. Number one, health and safety. Yeah, this is coming under microethics. The product, okay, liability, not bribes and gifts, not sustainable development. Okay, that is also not. So see here, health and safety is considered as the correct answer for microethics. And we can consider gifts also. Gifts also, okay, that is microethics. Reason because, so under this one, okay, for particular task, that some people wanted to motivate to do some task by giving gifts under. So that third also. So first and third. So obviously second is the correct answer. Third one applies to microchips and software technologies, okay, or microethics. Okay, small. Okay. Please expect the question like this. Okay. Sometimes the questions may be deviated like this, may be twisted like this. Okay. Fourth question, okay, deals with abstract philosophical question pertaining. So what is, okay, abstract philosophical questions by counseling you wanted to force? That means opposite to normative ethics. That is called meta ethics. Okay. Fifth question. So an empirical inquiry into a actual rules or standards of a particular group is descriptive justice. Okay. An empirical inquiry, standard policies there, base that is called normative, model, opposite. Okay. Descriptive justice. Sixth question. Which of the following is not usually the objective of the code of ethics? See, the question is not usually the objective of code of ethics. Okay. So what is this? So to create ethical workplace is the code of ethics. To evaluate ethical components, code of ethics. Improve public image, also code of ethics. To enhance the profits of business continuity. So enhance the profit is not coming under code of ethics. Okay. So this is the correct answer. Seventh question. Which of the following factors shapes the ethical behavior of the members of organization? Which of the following factors shapes the ethical behaviors? The supervised behavior, yes, is shaping a ethical behavior. Organizational culture, code of ethics, all are correct. All the above is the correct answer. So that is 8. According to Marcus, moral dilemmas can occur to individuals as well as group agents. Okay, not only maybe individual or maybe group. Okay. If you have doubt on this, watch our video to understand the concept clearly. Ninth question. Which of the following is a form or the type of conflict of interest? So the conflict of interest is a very excellent idea. Okay, it should motivate people to do some task on that. Okay, the conflict of interest. Okay, so we will see using government property for extra official purposes. Obviously, it is conflict of interest. Okay, that means violating post-employment benefit. Okay, yes, you know very well what is this. Seems to be corruption. Post-employment benefits. Okay, that also conflict of interest. Receiving gifts from clients. That also conflict of interest. Holding an office of profit, not a conflict of interest, because he is focusing his industry to perform very well. So 1, 2, 3. So B is the correct answer. So 10th question, Gilligan argues that the moral judgment is similar to ambiguous figure perception. So this is the correct answer. Ambiguous figure perception I explained. Okay, please understand. 11th question. According to Gilligan, one moral perspective currently dominates psychological thinking and it's embedded in the most widely used measures for assessing the maturity of moral reasoning. Okay. So that is one moral perspective currently dominates psychological thinking. That means a law. Okay, we have that is a different law. All laws are developed based on a psychological thinking, but it is a dominate, wanted to follow rule. For example, that is a traffic signal means, so traffic signal needed to follow. Okay, there is a psychological thinking, reasons and all there, and embedded in most widely used measures for accessing a maturity also. That is justice perspective. Second is the correct answer, justice perspective. 12th question, Gilligan characterized the care perspective in terms of, okay, feelings, correct, attachment, correct, understand, all the above. Okay, then 13th question, okay, that is Gilligan argues that if women were eliminated from the research samples because the care's perspective would disappear. Okay, that means they will associated with the relationship. According to Gilligan theory, it is a talking like this. It's not our opinion. Okay, please understand, my dear students. 14th question, what is ethical egoism? Very good question. What is ethical egoism? Okay, the theory that the acts are morally right just because they promote one's self-interest. Okay, that is called ethical egoism. Definitely we can expect this type of question. 15th, what would an ethical egoist say about the situation in which self-interest and morality conflicts? Okay, ethical egoist say about a situation in which self-interest and I cannot do like this, people will tell. Okay, this one, such a situation is impossible according to ethical egoism, because you have to do, okay, cannot get your opinion. Okay, so that is called, okay, the situation won't come, you wanted to do, that is called according to ethical egoism. Okay, 16th question, it is to establish a strong foundation for challenging situations or guide decision. Okay, so this is called ethical theory. Okay, ethical theory definitions I have given. Please remember or watch the video at least 2 or 3 times to understand the concept very clearly. 17th, it helps in creating an ethical framework and also regulate the values, okay, in day-to-day life. Ethical framework it is a creating. What is that? It is religion. Okay, so religion only, okay, it's a constitute certain framework that is called ethical framework. So how to behave. For example, Hinduism standard, Buddhism standard frameworks and all there, people will follow. That is significance of religion. 18th question. It is important means of controlling social behavior. Controlling social behavior means customs. Don't forget significance of customs. 19th question is the view or it is the view that people ought to pursue their own self-interest. Okay. Own self-interest means ethical egoism. Don't forget ethical egoism. Okay. 20th question. The types of inquiries are, I explained the confirmation inquiry, structured inquiry, guided and all the above. Okay. All are given like this, all the above. So my dear children, I hope you understood the concept. Even we can take much time, but tomorrow university examination. So you wanted to understand the concept at the same time. Okay, you should get highest mark so that all the possible important keywords explained, demonstrated, and based on that we have prepared MCQ questions also. Watch the video again and again to understand the concept clearly so that any possible questions, okay, twisted questions if come in the university examination, you can give correct answer. Okay, so with these words, I would like to conclude my video. If my children liking this video, please subscribe and okay, give a like also. Thank you very much. All the best.